The wings of both birds and bats are modified forelimbs, and the muscles that power flight in birds and bats are attached directly to the wings and directly power the wings for the upstroke and downstroke during flight. We will start with birds, as they are the simplest. Here is a cross-section through the thorax of a bird at the level of the wings. Birds have a large breastbone or sternum with an enlarged keel-like structure called the carina, and both flight muscles attached to the sternum. The humerus bone of the wings articulate at a joint with the clavicle, the coracoid bone, and the scapula or shoulder blade, which in birds is attached solidly to the vertebrae and is immovable. The large pectoralis muscles attach to the carina of the sternum and to the humerus of the wing, and produce the downstroke. Supracoracoideus muscles attach to the sternal carina beneath the pectoralis muscles, and a tendon from the supracoracoideus muscle loops through an opening in the coracoid bone called the foramen triosium and connects to the humerus to elevate it during the upstroke. The depressor and levator muscles of the bird are highlighted alternately as they repeat several wing beats. Next, the skeleton and muscles of bats will be identified as they relate to flight. Here is the same cross-sectional view of a skeleton of a typical bat thorax at the level of the wings. Bats are flattened animals adapted to squeezing into tight crevices, so there is no enlarged sternum and protruding carina like that of birds. Unlike birds, the humerus of the wing articulates on the scapula, and the scapula of bats is attached to only the clavicle. The clavicle is articulated to the sternum, and rotates laterally during the downstroke and pulls the scapula about 30 degrees laterally and ventrally around the rib cage. This rotation of the scapula adds to the arc of the wing beat. Like birds, bat flight muscles attach directly to the wing bones. Whereas birds use only one muscle each for the upstroke and downstroke, bats use 4 muscles each. The serratus ventralis thoracis pulls the scapula in its lateroventral movement. In the downstroke, the pectoralis, the subscapularis, and the clavodeltoideus attach to the humerus and pull the wing down. Let us watch several repetitions of the downstroke. During the upstroke, the rhomboideus muscle pulls the scapula back dorsally, and the acromiodeltoideus, trapezius, and spinodeltoideus muscles elevate the humerus. Let us watch several repetitions of only the muscles involved in the upstroke. The upstroke actually consists of 2 steps. At the start of the upstroke, the humerus is pulled immediately by the 3 levator muscles into its uppermost raised position against the scapula. In many bat species, there is a flange on the base of the humerus that locks the humerus to the scapula when the wing is in this raised position. Then the rhomboideus muscle withdraws the scapula and locked humerus to its maximum upstroke position. Of these 8 flight muscles in bats, only the pectoralis attaches to the sternum, whereas in birds, both of the flight muscles attach to the sternum. We will now show the entire bat wing beat with all muscles visible. Let us now discuss insect wings and flight muscles.